My name is Jason Martin, and I am an acting intern. I am playing actor 5, which plays the roles of Injun Joe, the minister, and the schoolmaster. My favorite thing I have to say about Alabama thus far is that everyone has a story. And everywhere I go, whether it be at the YMCA or at the grocery store, someone's always nice enough to stop and smile and tell me a little something about their day, which usually makes me laugh and makes me appreciate interacting with other people. That's probably why I like theater so much and why I enjoy being a part of theater for young audiences, especially because the audiences are very loud and generous and wonderful. And I'm looking forward to sharing Tom Sawyer very much with you guys. I actually grew up religious. So I went to Church of Christ growing up, and for most of my young life, and I am playing the minister, which I would say we didn't quite define what congregation this church would be, but I have a feeling it's along the lines of Baptist, Southern Baptist, and this preacher is a wonderful, wholehearted, emphatic man who is trying his best to, without giving too much away in the show, trying to give as much of a good sense of hope to these people as he can. Sometimes it's more funny and sometimes it's more serious, but he's a wholehearted guy. Injun Joe is an interesting character. He's a guy that's kind of been put on the edges of society. He grew up relatively poor. He was kind of outcasted, and they talk about in the play about how he came to Doc Robinson's house and asked for food, and was basically turned away and actually put into jail, basically for being a vagrant or being a homeless person. And I think that's something I don't have, count my blessings, I don't have a great deal of experience in life dealing with, but it's something that I think we can all at times imagine and deal with, and that's part of what being an actor is about, I feel like, is having to imagine, though you hopefully never have to experience some of the darkness that you play on stage. I'm always fascinated by playing characters that have a little bit of darkness in them, because I think there's that side of life and it's hard to deal with, and I think theater is where you can deal with that. I guess maybe my question in general for you guys is, how do you deal with the tough times? How do you deal with those dark questions, or when you have to deal with things like death or loss of a job or in the family or something like that? How do you guys actually cope? Is there a way that you find to release and move forward with your life? Injun Joe has this very specific way of doing that, and it's not a way that I ever would want to follow in my own life. But I'm interested to know how you guys have tackled that issue, and if you have any thoughts or maybe even a lighter-hearted response in terms of the stakes that he experiences.